If you think bringing people back to life makes you God, then there are two other people in the Old Testament who would also be considered as God.
What?
Elijah and Elisha. Not just Jesus, peace be upon him. Because in 1 Kings chapter 17, Elijah the prophet resurrects the son of a widow with whom he stayed. But does that make him God? And then you have Elisha, who's the successor of Elijah. And in 2 Kings chapter 4, he sees the dead body of a boy lying on his couch and he brings him back to life.
Huh?
But does that make Elisha God? And what's so fascinating about Elisha is that when he died in 2 Kings chapter 13, his bones were able to resurrect the dead body of a man.
What?
The dead body of the man touched Elisha's bones and he miraculously came to life and stood on his feet. That's an even greater miracle than being alive. Imagine you're dead and you're still able to resurrect the dead. But the Christians might object to Elijah's miracle because they will say that he didn't perform this miracle by himself. He prayed to God first and God resurrected the dead body. Yeah, so did Jesus. Jesus, peace be upon him, prayed to the Father first and then he said, "Come out." And Lazarus was resurrected. So Jesus, peace be upon him, did not raise Lazarus from the dead by himself. God did this, not Jesus. And you can read this in the book of Acts, chapter 2, verse 22, which says, Peter is addressing the crowd and he's saying, "Jesus of Nazareth, a man attested by God to you by miracles, wonders, and signs, which God did through him." So Jesus did not perform these miracles by himself, but God did these miracles through Jesus. And don't forget John chapter 5 verse 19 and John chapter 5 verse 30, in which Jesus, peace be upon him, is clearly saying that the Son can do nothing by himself, and by myself I can do nothing.
Confusion of the highest order.
Therefore, Jesus, peace be upon him, cannot be God because he didn't perform these miracles by his own power. Peace.